So why don't we start from the top and you let everybody know who you are and what you do.
I'm John Uschold, the son. Most people like to call me in a dog game or whatever. If you know me around my neighborhood, you call me Karate Kid or stuff like that. But yeah, I basically am the caretaker and conditioner, and I do testing on athletic dogs or working canines.
And for the listeners, I know your pops is heavily involved in your history in the dogs, and we'll get him on at one point. Might be a part 2 for sure. Probably a 3, 4, and 5. Been talking to this guy a long time, but if you could just give from your perspective when you got involved in dogs and what made you choose the breeds that you're into now.
Well, you can say I've been involved with dogs ever since I was able to come outside in the backyard. Like my dad, when I was born, we used to stay in Kansas, and on the way to South Carolina, my dad had spent his money, like a few little dollars on like a few books, and he had bought this one. It's an old Brindle dog we used to have off. It was supposed to be some Maurice Carver stuff. That's the only reason he bought it. But anyways, he had paid for that. He was already training dogs for local law enforcement in Kansas for personal protection work. So, when we moved out here in South Carolina, he got into the whole hog hunting thing. So, because he already had a nice game bred dog, he said himself it wasn't the best for game work, but when it comes to hog hunting or, personal protection, the dog was smooth like a whistle. You know what I mean? Yeah. So ever since I was able to come outside, and I just been into dogs for probably ever since I was 5 or 6. Yeah.
Take us back to when you got the first dog that was yours, or your pops called yours.
The first dog that was actually mine, that I called it mine, was English Bull Terrier, and we named him Chico. We got to work with obedience and a few small game hunting too, here and there.
Gotcha. Chico, get over here, you stupid fucker.
right.
But okay.
He was basically he was an all-white English Bull Terrier. Yeah, so he was more on the working side. We had got him flown out from Germany. Yeah, mom comes from a working line, and dad comes from a working line too.
So tell me, in that aspect, tell me what you see the main differences are between, say, the bulldogs we see the most here in America. What would you say there's, if any, are the main differences as far as the English Bull Terrier?
It wouldn't necessarily really be a big difference. I would say, from my own experience, the English Bull Terrier seems more I would say they seem more like a personal dog, if you know what I mean. You can have them around your family, or you can have them around people but most of the time, if you're not around, they might snap or bark at somebody if you're not around. You know what I mean? They're more of a one-person type of dog instead of whole family, really. Even Chico, he was trained and everything, and he ain't bit, but he barked at my niece. And she was real young, real young. You know what I mean?
I got you.
Yeah.
So okay, so that's a working line English Bull Terrier. I know the show line, which obviously is all fucked up, just like every show line. It has a problem chasing the tail because of that whatever issue it has. A lot of them suffer from a lot of ailments. So, did you ever experience any of that with your dog Chico?
I did. He did have like a real bad case of the it's the skin rash that comes with the all white ones.
Yeah.
Like really, he only had it like on his neck. Like you could tell, like hair was kind of falling off a little bit. It was a little bald on the neck and stuff, but everything else, he was good. Like he didn't like chase his tail. He wasn't having seizures or nothing crazy or nothing.
I got you. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I seen some of these working line bull terriers, and they're fucking impressive, man. They work just like any other bulldog when they're made for that and built for that.
Oh yeah, yes. The intensity in my eyes are it's all there really.
Now, okay, if we're measuring level of intensity, what would you compare the English bull terrier to, the working line you had? What would you compare that to, the game pit bull terrier, the Amstaff, the OG bully, as far as, because we know as it went down the line it kind of lost a lot of tenacity.
Right.
So what would you compare it to?
I mean, really, because it's all like, I would say when it comes to figuring out, you know what I'm saying, a level of tenacity between certain breeds. And then when you think about it, it's all about the dog itself and showing its tenacity. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like I done seen Chihuahuas show a lot more aggression toward hogs than some regular pit bulls. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I would say, but you know what I'm saying, comparing him on the same caliber as dogs that would be on, like, you know, the same caliber. He came from a nice working line. It wasn't top notch or whatever, but it was a nice working line. You know, it was decent. But I would say it would be more like a staff. He was more like on the Staffordshire side of working, I would say.
Like your blue brindle female, as far as tenacity.
Yeah. As far as tenacity, probably like my blue female.
Now, what is her name? And tell the people a little more about her, because I gotta be honest, she's the most impressive dog. Now, all your dogs I can see are working, but you have a lot more footage of her, and I'm sure that's for a reason.
Yeah, I do got more footage of her because, to be honest, she's more easier to basically work, or, you know what I'm saying, I can just pull out my phone and she can already, you know what I'm saying, show a nice, not even show, but, you know, she looks real good. Right. And a lot of people say, like, you know, she looks good, so yeah, I use her as a nice, as right now you can say as a promotion or whatever.
Yeah, man, she's got that bug. Like, there's just certain dogs you could see, and you're like, yeah, that dog's got that bug. That dog's ready. That dog wants to rock.
Yeah, most definitely. Like, man, like, the person that I got her from, I forgot his name, man. I'm pretty sure I'll figure it out later, but the person I got her from, like, everybody, you could say, excuse me, in my circle is dealing with working dogs. So regardless of the breed that I get, is going to be something that works, basically. You know?
Very good. Definitely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I always have the notion, I get the crooked eyes too, but it's just like, I'm not going to feed something that doesn't want to get it in.
Right.
How many dogs do you have on your yard now?
Right now, I have 5 full-grown dogs right now, you could say. But not even full-grown. I wouldn't even say full-grown. Probably like, I have 5 dogs all together. Probably got like 2 that are basically like not adolescents, but they're like probably in like their preteen stages.
Right.
You could say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't got that many dogs. I try to keep it down.
What does each one of your dogs bring to the table? I know you have a pressa out there. I know you have some American Bulldog blood out there. So just kind of run through your yard and what do you like the most about what you have?
Alright, well, I'll start with the white and basically the white and brindle patch one. Basically, his father was getting old, and I wanted to breed him just so I still have something that's gonna basically, replace him basically when he's long gone or whatever. And yeah, his name is Draco. Just so pick the name right there. Yeah, Draco. He basically is what his father was all together. He's a little bit faster, if you know what I mean. Like,
yeah,
he's like way more intelligent, I would say.
Hot.
And he's a little bit hotter than his father.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And his mother named Zena, I kick her because, she's a little firecracker, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I done seen her get thrown around by a hog. I done seen, like, there's no backing down with that one right there. Like, when it comes to, like, what a bulldog, no matter what bulldog type breed you got, a real bulldog is definitely Zena. Like, yeah, she done got thrown around and, like, ain't no quitting with her.
Right.
Ain't no quitting.
Gotcha.
Right, and then, I got Rage, and she's my amp staff. The brindle, solid blue and brindle female. Yeah, that's my amp staff, and she basically brings out more working from the blue side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when it comes to blue dogs, people like to, say they don't work or say they not worth the time. But to me, a good dog is a good dog, no matter what color it is.
Right.
But yeah,
absolutely.
She basically brings like a nice hot, and real sped up. She really like speeds up my program, I could say, for what I seen breeding her.
What made you decide to get the presser?
What made me get the presser was I wanted to basically get involved with the whole bad dog wave that I'm starting to see, or I wanted to basically just create my own band dog, and from H. Lee Robinson, I got my inspiration from H. Lee Robinson and how he had crossed like a bunch of different mastiffs with pit bulls, and he's producing a lot of dogs. So yeah, that would inspire me to go towards a larger breed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wanted to, and plus, in my eyes, I didn't want like a cane corso because they're more like Rottweiler than like, pit bull type, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
their aggression or what they like, or their health, really.
Yeah, I just had that conversation recently.
Yeah.
With the Old World Cane Corso interview I did. There's definitely Rottweiler blood in there. And for the longest time, my best dog was a Rottweiler. A Rottweiler is very militant and...
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, a Rottweiler belongs with a cop or a soldier, in my opinion.
Yeah, like you said, more of a cop or more of like, even... I trust them to do like, home protection.
Right.
Like, yeah. And,
yeah, he was a good dog.
I didn't necessarily throw a Rottweiler on a hog hunt.
No, never.
Go in the woods for,
right.
hours checking traps and, dealing with the small game here and there and stuff. Like, probably like 1, 2, but not too many with a Rottweiler, Yeah, my mom, she had a Rottweiler. Well, people would say she had a American Rottweiler because of the build.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we had him since a puppy, and yeah, if you was a family, that was your ass, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. he would tolerate people, but
right.
if you went down to like pet him or something, he's snarling at you. Like he just wanted to bite.
Right. You know, but that basically just, you know, explains why I'm not really into the whole, you know what I'm saying, like Cane Corso or any other like Mastiff breed. Only other Mastiff breed I probably would have gotten if I did not get Pero Depressor. If I didn't get that, I probably would have gotten like a nice working Dogo Argentina.
I think that'd be the closest thing to a bulldog.
Yeah, those dogs. I've seen those dogs. They're nice, really nice, athletic, and they're big and athletic. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly. I've heard the stories. I've heard the stories of those guys, man. They'll go out.
Nice working one. Yeah,
they'll go out and kill a puma.
No wrong with that.
They'll go out and kill a puma and then lay on the couch with the kids, like with no problem.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I hear. But I mean, the popularity is coming now, so I worry about everything now. Now it's got to be who bred them.
Popularity comes, but it's always, you know, like that's not good because people get dogs and they say they're going to work on them and they don't. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Like a lot of people get dogs that's like, you know what I'm saying, like high caliber or, you know, can basically run through a wall, but they don't want to put the work in to control that dog. Like, bad things happen after that, you know.
Right. I think that's what's happening now with the Malinois. I think the Malinois got very popular, and I think too many people have it now.
Yeah.
Because there's guys out here that I see with these Malinois, and I mean literally they got dynamite at the end of the leash. They're just ready to rock. But unless you have the hours to put in, you shouldn't have that. Like it's a totally different beast.
Exactly, man. Like another one, I do see them falling down the whole, I call it the German Shepherd hole. The hole. You know what I mean? Like they're falling down the same hole as the German Shepherd.
Yeah, it's going to be,
They get more and more so tight looking, and, you know, they still got the attitude, don't get me wrong, but they starting to look a little big for some Malinois, you know?
Right, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So as far as feed goes, what are you doing? You have a specific feeding regimen for all your dogs, or is it specific to each one, or?
I mean, there's nothing special when it comes to feeding. You know, I feed them once a day, one big bowl a day. You know, nothing too special. Feed a retriever.
Right.
You know, whenever I'm working them hard, I try to get them on a high protein diet, and then, you know, during the winter sometimes I might slack off, so I can get on like some regular retriever, the maintenance feed. Mm-hmm. And, you know, of course I always throw in a few raw chicken legs here and there.
I got you. Okay.
Right.
So out of your total of 5, who do you think's your favorite?
And
that's a tough question.
That is a tough question. I wouldn't necessarily say I got a favorite, because each one I can take each one and do a specific job with each dog that's in my backyard, basically.
Right. Okay.
Like my male, the spotted male Draco, I can take him in my car, and you know what I'm saying, probably go around, do some like public promotions with him. He does, you know, nice little obedience tricks or whatever. You know, he takes obedience really well. You know what I mean?
I got you.
Right. And then, you know, I can take Cujo out, do some personal protection in my car, and then, you know, walk around maybe with him. And like, he's real nice with like little kids and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like,
okay,
each dog
cool.
has their own job.
Gotcha. Do you have certain work set up for certain dogs at certain times?
I wouldn't necessarily say like that, but yeah, like all right, I get up in the morning and I go outside and I clean the kennels, rake the chain spots, you know, give them fresh water, and then I might chill out. Then later on that day, I might put Rage on the carpet mill, let her run on the carpet mill, and at the same time, I'll probably do a little fetch with a weighted collar on Xena. At the same time, then, once I'm done with them two, I'll probably do like a little bite word with Cujo. And then, after I do bite word with Cujo, probably do like some obedience training with Draco. And other than that, yeah, it's not really much, but besides, the regular taking care of them on a daily basis, that's it.
I got you. So, you were mentioning your band dog before, your band dog idea as far as breeding and whatnot. And I'm guessing that's going to start with your Pressa. And
yeah,
if I would make a further guess, I think that'd be going to your blue bitch. Yeah?
Most likely, yeah.
Yeah.
If not her, it will be with my direct daughter off of her.
Okay.
For sure, yeah. One thing I'm taking about this band dog breeding, I'm taking the whole plan real slow. So that way, whenever I do make that first cross, I want it to be nice and fire. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah. Once you do a band dog cross, man, the pressure's on, right?
Right.
Just like everybody's going to be looking at what you're doing.
Yeah. Like, when it comes to, like, even making crosses within a breed itself, like, you got to make sure, like, everything is checked off, you know what I mean?
Right, absolutely.
Like, yeah, like, everything, like, to me, whenever I do my breeding, I look for, first thing is, like, basically what I look for, the first thing is, like, are these two dogs compatible when it comes to what they might produce?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Compatible. What are the things you're looking for?
Okay, all right. For the easy example, the whole Red Boy Jocko. Okay. The whole Red Boy Jocko bloodline, right? Mm-hmm. All right. The Red Boy basically brought to the table, the wind, a little bit of mouth, but mostly just wind and, tenacity. As the Jocko basically brought, tenacity and the mouth. Mm-hmm. Okay. And from that cross, you got a nice, very nice bloodline still to this day. You know what I mean? People still to this day talk about the Red Boy Jocko line. You know what I mean?
Especially here in the Carolinas.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Carolina,
I think that
damn near the Carolina Panthers,
Yeah, I mean, Red Boy Jocko is to the Carolinas like what that specific line is to the game. Like, it's yeah. Everywhere I go, anybody I talk to with real pit bulls, a lot of these guys are running Red Boy Jocko.
Yeah.
And they're still running it, and they're still crossing it really tightly too.
Yeah, real nice. It's only a select few, I could say, really got some real nice Red Boy Joccos, Only because it's so many Red Boy Joccos out here. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a few that really got some nice ones, though.
As far as what your band dog vision is there a dog out there you would compare to your final result that you've seen that already exists? You know what I mean?
Really? Nah, it's not. What I'm trying to reach is, is beyond what dogs already have. Dogs have already done.
I got you.
And, future-wise, I already think about, I am thinking about the greats that are around now that I've seen, but I'm trying to go beyond them, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this. Outside of the Pressa, outside of the Pit Bull, the Amstaff, the Classic Bully, the American Bulldog, are there other breeds that you're interested in that we might see on your yard at some point?
Oh, I'm still interested in English Bull Terriers because I like I like the working line, and I like, you know what I'm saying? I just like how they look. And I've seen a few people that done like crosses with Bull Terriers and some game bred dogs, and them dogs kind of nice. I ain't gonna lie.
I got you.
Yeah, but if it ain't that, then it's probably gonna be like a Patterdale.
I was just gonna ask. Yeah, I was just gonna ask. What do you think about the Patterdales?
Oh yeah, I like them, man.
They're nasty little bastards.
I thought I was going to cheaper and get a Jack Russell, but nah, it ain't. Nah, I would just go ahead and get that Patterdale. They basically like little pit bulls.
That's what I said in my last interview. I said the Patterdale is what they should have called the real pocket pit bull.
Right.
It's insane, dude. Those little bastards don't give a fuck, dude.
Yo,
They just.
I really do like them.
Yeah, I was always against the little dogs. I said, man, if I get this damn homestead together, I mean, I'm gonna have to get 2-3 of those just to have them. I mean, hell, they do everything.
Just to walk around.
Yeah, they do everything, bro.
You know what I mean? Like while I'm out doing yard work, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
While I'm out cleaning change spots, yeah, I'm gonna have like 2 of them just run around.
Yeah, man. Yo, they're snake killers too.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, shoot. Anything the pit bulls and the band dog cannot grab on the chain, I am expecting them little motherfuckers to do it.
Right, dude. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And hell, you know, here in South Carolina, we got all kinds of poisonous snakes and everything, bro. You know it. So it's just like if that little fucker sees it before I do, game on. Grab him. Like get that out of here.
Right.
I think you know what? After talking to you and talking to a few other dog guys, I think Patterdales might be on a come up soon. I think it really might happen because there's a lot of people that got their eyes that way, and not only that, a lot of people are looking that direction because, you know, some people are still living in apartments, but they want something tough enough. Now, in my opinion, if you got 2 really tough Patterdales, you might as well have a decent sized catch weight pit bull right there.
Yeah.
I mean, because if they're fearless, they will try to protect their domain. So why not?
Facts. That's why I like. Oh yeah, they're nice little small size. That's why I said if I would have like trying to be cheap, I'd probably find like a working Jack Russell or something. But still, like Patterdale just a little bit bigger, and you're like, yeah. I've seen some Patterdales work some hogs. You know what I mean?
If you talking about that one video, I see
them little dogs. They something else.
Yeah, I seen this one video. You probably saw it too, where they tossed this little Patterdale on this big ass hog, and I'm talking a little Patterdale on a big ass hog. And this little bastard latched on and would not fucking come off this hog's face. The hog's whipping him everywhere, and the Patterdale will not come off his face. Going back, you know, your dad was obviously involved in dogs. I know you kind of want to get him on as well. But what are some of the things he said to you over the years as far as training dogs and dealing with dogs that stuck more than anything?
One thing that he taught me I've seen was like some things like you can basically you can teach any dog to do anything if you know how to read a dog, basically. Like when it comes to training, but at the same time, if the dog does not have it in them to do the job, that's not the job for the dog. You know what I mean?
So understand when to say when.
Right. Understanding when to say when, understanding, you know what I'm saying, the limits of certain dogs, you know, and basically just reading dogs all over, if anything.
Okay. That makes sense. So, when you were talking about hog work, is that something you do regularly?
Not really. When it comes to like the hog work, it's more like, you know, one of my friends call and say, you know, they're about to go look at some traps, and you know they know that I got dogs, so yeah, they know I just want to bring a dog just for the fun.
Facts.
You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to, man. I just haven't had the pleasure yet. You know. I know some guys.
It's fun, man. It's just, you know,
you gotta have a dog that's really built
like,
for it, though.
By myself, but it really do sucks when you playing by yourself.
It's better to have people
you know
with
what I mean?
you.
Like, it's just a lot of work.
What was your craziest experience in a hog hunt?
Alright, I would say the crazy experience ever in a hog hunt would probably be when it was like a while back. Me and some friends got together, and at the time, I want to say I had Chico with me, and I was working with this game bred female, and yeah, she'll hit a hog for sure. But my friend called me and said, you know, they was going out, and you know what I'm saying, they said that they had, you know what I'm saying, I guess, I don't know if they seen something on their cameras, but they kept talking about the cameras. And yeah, they seen some hogs on the camera, so we was going out to, you know what I'm saying, run some dogs. So, you know, basically, you know, they picked me up, you know, I loaded up with my 2 dogs. Chico, I had him in the front seat with me. We on the way out toward, I want to say, Lexington area. You know what I'm saying? For the people that's like familiar with South Carolina area,
right,
out in the Lexington area, and we had let the bay dogs go, and like I want to say probably like less than 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? They had trackers on the dogs, and I guess they figured out that the dogs had a hog pen. So we walk in with, you know, I walk in with Chico and the female I had at the time. And, you know, we about to walk up on the dogs. I hear them, and then basically we had 6 bay dogs and my 2 catch dogs. 2 of them had a little baby hog, not a baby hog, but probably like an adolescent type, preteen maybe.
Right.
Yeah, nice. It was about, I'm pretty sure that hog was about, I want to say 95 pounds to a solid 100 for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had one of them cornered, and then 2 of the bay dogs had, I guess, a nice, real nice sound up in the corner. So me being the lazy guy out the group, I ain't gonna lie, I let the female go to go grab the adolescent. And man, after I did that, it was like all hell broke loose. Cause the mama, I guess, ended up gaining some energy and just started bulldozing through hogs to get to that little preteen hog or whatever. I'm talking about just run. I don't know what it was, but it's like the female, she just got the balls to goddamn run through all of them. And we was probably out there for a good, I want to say about, we was in the woods for like probably like an hour and 30 minutes. Just walking and, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Trying to make sure like none of the dogs get hurt, because goddamn the female started to bust out in rage. But anyways, she got down, started to throw a fit and started to fling dogs left and right. So I had let Chico go, and he grabbed her on the ear. And once he grabbed her on the ear, all the other dogs started to, you know what I'm saying, grab onto her legs here and there. She done flung Chico off, and, you know, he went back on, but before he ran back to her, she done flipped one of the bay dogs and done basically cut that one from the stomach to the rib. Yeah, it was kind of nasty. I had to what you call it, stitch him up with a fishing line.
Damn.
Alright, yeah. But anyways, yeah, she grabbed, after Chico went back to grab on, I ran over to that one with me, and one of my other friends basically ran over, and I grabbed the hog from the back legs, and, you know, I'm trying to flip her over, but she wasn't turned, so he came over and basically helped tackle her and basically poked her.
Yeah.
And the whole time that was going down, my female game bred was still holding on to the teenage. And she been like, she working him, I ain't lying. She been working his ass. By the time we even got over to her, the hog was already laying there, just breathing. She just holding on and shaking. Like,
I love it.
That little hog had to been tired or something, but yeah, we had to poke him too. Yeah, alright, I'm John Uschold, the son. You know, One Bad Pig Kennels. If you need dog training for, you know, personal protection, obedience, advanced obedience, tracking, hunting, or any kind of work that you need, training-wise, call 803-429-7585 or 803-429-8322. And yeah, you know, we train your dog, do whatever, or, you know, you can purchase a puppy that we breed from time to time.